All right, this is a quick tutorial on how to solve the problem that arises when you have merged clips that you need to take to Pro Tools or some other professional audio software. When you try to make an AAF, Premiere won't let you. With multicam, you can just flatten the clips, but you can't really do that with merged clips, as I learned that the hard way. So there's a solution. We're going to round trip to Davinci Resolve, which will solve our problem. Let's go to File, Export, Final Cut Pro XML. And we'll save it in XMLs to Resolve. And in Resolve, we'll hit File, Import, Timeline. So let's pick the XML that I just created. Hit OK. It'll take a second and tell you that 15 of 15 clips were missing. These are referring to video clips in this case, which is fine because we're concerned with audio. And it'll tell you that all the effects that are on the video is missing, which is also fine. So as you can see, all the original audio is in here, which is great. So we'll go to File, Export, Timeline, and now create an XML, and we'll put it in XMLs from Resolve. And go back to Premiere. So a quick tip here is I created a folder called FCP XML Assets, and I'd recommend creating a similar folder because when you import everything, all these files will be imported as well. And so your project window will get really messy. So we'll go to Import and select the XML that I made from Resolve. When I recorded the video, I named the file wrong, so I had to fix that, of course. So we'll hit Open. And there it imports all the assets, and it includes a new sequence. So let's go ahead and open that up. And there's all our files, which is great. So I will grab a sort of filler audio file that I'll put in here so that when I copy and paste everything, it's in the right time. So let's go ahead and select all the audio. Hit Control-C for copy. Go to our real timeline. And I'm going to select all the audio. I'm going to try to avoid the two pops here. And slide it over because I actually want to reference it here in a second. And then I'll just make sure my playhead's at the beginning of the timeline and hit Control-V for paste. And there we have all our audio. So this is very good. There will be two problems that arise here. So one is that these audio tracks, this music and sound effects tracks, they were once one single file that had one single stereo file. And somewhere in the process, they turn it into two mono files, which is kind of annoying just because it creates extra tracks and kind of messes with your naming and all that. But more alarming when you first do this is you'll see from the waveforms, all the audio files here are using the same channel. So the audio recorder on set had, one sound recorder that created one file with several channels, a few lavs and booms, and here each file is just using the same channel, and it seems to be the boom in this case. So in order to fix that, what we're going to have to do is click everything in the second row here, and right-click and click Audio Channels, and change it to 2. And a lot of times you'll see it's blank there, and that's just a Premiere issue. So you just have to save your project and restart Premiere. Video sped up, of course. I wish Premiere started this fast in real life. So now that we've restarted, you can just try it again. Hit select all the files, right click, audio channels, and select 2. And then select the third channel, 3. This part's very tedious, but it's better than re-editing your entire project. And so sometimes you'll see you don't really have the option to select channels. In that case, you just need to try to select fewer clips and see if that works. In this case, it does, just doing one row at a time. Here we got channel 5. It doesn't work again, so we'll have to select only a couple at a time. Channel 5. Channel 6 and channel 7. So there we go. Now we have all the original files, and when we go to make an AAF, it will work. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Sorry if this tutorial is not good. I have never really made a tutorial before, but I figured this might be able to help some people. So there you go.